Okay, we have some very exciting, wonderful, positive energy today. A new moon in Capricorn today brings in this powerful energy of change and growth for us. The moon will also trine Uranus, encouraging us to step out of our comfort zones and experience new things in our life. And on top of that, we have a minor grand trine. This is the time to make positive long term changes in our life. This energy is positive and it's going to push us towards our successes in our life if we take the time to utilize them, if we take the time to embrace them. So sit back, relax, and let's look how we are going to move forward today and every day in a very positive light. Hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thanks for being here. Thank you for all the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. And welcome to your daily focus for January the 11th, 2024. We'll start with the numerology. I thought it could get no better, but it is the 11 energy. My goodness. So we have a master number for today's energy. The 11 energy. The master teacher appears. So, what does the 11 energy ask us? Well, it tells us that we need to take care of all of our commitments, our obligations, our responsibilities first and foremost. We have to, we have to be present for those things. It's also a time where we cut out what no longer serves us, what no longer has value in our life. We're very, we can let it go quite easy under an 11 energy. It's a time to make a commitment to ourselves, to set a goal, to step into a dream or a desire and fill it with passion. And under the 11 energy, things can happen quite rapidly. Now, if we look at the daily numerology, it would be a 1 plus an 11 plus an 8, which is a 20 energy. The 20 energy is all about turning points, of reaching a fork in the road, of knowing now we have to go this way or that way, or maybe it's an elevated path, maybe it's a brand new path. 2 plus 0 is a 2. The 2 energy is about the magic around you, but more importantly, the magic within you. So your talents, your abilities, the unique self. It's about understanding your potential and bringing that potential out to the forefront and utilizing it going forward. And this is the perfect energy in which to meet our full potential, actually. That is a possibility under this energy. It's also about making decisions. It's about people coming together, new friends, new relationships, new ideas, new paths. Now the sun's in Capricorn, moon's in Capricorn, and they meet at 20 degrees to make our new moon. So we've got the 20 energy again. So that's highlighted for us. Now, okay, where to start? The moon is trine Uranus. Okay, the sun and moon are in the sky and they're trining Uranus. And that's inviting us to make some positive changes in our life. Okay, it's a time to reflect on your life and identify those areas that need improvement. Okay, positive change will require commitment and perseverance. We need to create a plan of action. We need to create a strategy to increase your chances of success and to maintain the motivation along the way. Now, this energy, it can bring out a dream or desire that you've tucked away for years. Okay, chances are under this energy over the next 2 to 4 weeks, okay, the strongest part is the first 2 weeks, but it does go all the way until the next new moon, which will be in February in Aquarius. So chances are you will be gifted with an opportunity to fulfill those dreams. Mars now trines Jupiter, okay? So we're surrounded by an abundance of positive energy, of enthusiasm. Mars is our planet of action, our planet of action. Jupiter is about our expansion, and they work in harmony together to encourage us to take the risk to go after our dreams. And Mars will sextile Saturn, and that brings in endurance, that brings in self-discipline, that empowers us to achieve our goals through consistency, through a focused effort. And we have the strength to overcome obstacles, to persevere through challenges. And actually, in a minor grand trine, those things are quite easy to master as well. So Jupiter will sextile Saturn. Okay, that provides us with expansion and stability, structure and responsibility. And these planets all join together, okay, like this. Saturn's down here. So it's pointing towards Saturn. But these planets come together to make a minor grand trine. Okay, so now a major grand trine is taking what you have already built and grow it to a success. A minor grand trine says, do you know the possibilities that are hidden within you? Your talents, your potential? And it's about bringing them out, and it's about realizing that you can do so much more than you thought you could. It is about bringing out your true potential. So, and another major advantage of the minor grand trine is its ability to help us develop our talents, help us develop those skills. Mars increases the ability to take action to pursue our goals. Jupiter encourages us to think big, take risks, venture into new territories. And Saturn enhances our patience, gives us that patience, that perseverance, and a structured and disciplined approach to long-term planning. Okay, Capricorn is all about making the plan, making the list, making the strategy, stepping up to our obligations and responsibilities as well. So the energy just is so much in harmony. It's kind of scary, okay? Scary in a great way though, okay? Now, we can overcome any challenges, any obstacles with an ease, okay? We can turn them into opportunities for growth, for learning. So during this new moon, take the time to tap into your talents, your abilities, your potential for optimum growth. Okay, and I've added even more information in my blog on my website. So, and it even includes a few tips for some of the transits of how to utilize it best. So if you want to know how to utilize the energy and tap into all the magic of the new moon and what it has to offer you, it will be in my blog, okay? So check that out as well. Okay, let's get to the cards. Let's get to the cards and see what they have to say. Okay, they say they're ready for us. Our underlying energy for today is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is definitely, this is not sharing your dreams with everybody, okay, first of all. So we don't get on the mountaintop and profess to everybody, what we're going to do, what our plans are, what our strategy is. Okay, I always use the example of, it's Monday morning, you're on the elevator with a coworker, you're going up to work for the day, and you say, I had this amazing idea of what we could do in the office to raise productivity. And you tell them all about it, and you go, what do you think? And they go, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to present it to the boss as soon as I get in there. I'll meet you up. I'm going to the washroom or something. I'm getting ready. And by the time you come back and you enter the office, you see your boss and your buddy shaking hands because they're taking all the credit for your idea. So, and another thing is some people will try and mock you, ridicule you, criticize you for your plans, your intentions going forward. So keep it close to home. Keep it close to the heart. Share with the people that you trust the most in your life, okay? But the other part of this card is understanding what we truly do need in order to go forward to happiness, to joy, to our best life ever. Okay, here we have walked by two swords that are standing straight up in the air, easy pickings, but we walk right by them and we go through the trouble of trying to juggle those other swords under our arm to pick up that one laying in the ground. Because we know that we need that one to go forward. But we didn't really necessarily need the other two. And even though it was easy pickings, easy to take it forward with us, we're not going to burden ourselves with those things. We're only going to take the things of value, the things that move us forward, the things that give us that energy, the things that fuel us, or maybe it's the people. So right now we're thinking, what has value in my life? What does not have value? What works with me? What works against me? Our first card is the Two of Swords. In any decisions you have to make, you will not find the answers in the external world here. You're blindfolded. You must go within. You must look within and seek, dive deep for the answers to your questions, for the true decision. And there's a lot of emotion here with this card. So it's not an easy decision or choice to make for you. Absolutely not. Maybe we don't even like the answer that we've come up with. Maybe we don't even want to really do what we know we must do. Or we could feel that other people won't appreciate our candor in our decision making or the decision itself. They may have wanted us to pick something else, say something differently. They may take offense. They may turn away from us. And what do we want? We want love. We want to be accepted. We want to be seen and needed. And so bringing this decision out may be a very difficult thing because your fear is burning those bridges in relationships, not having that respect or not having, but it's the best and wisest choice. We're wearing red as well. So that tells us that we need the courage to make the decisions that truly move us forward on our path. Ten of Cups, happily ever after. What's your best life ever look like? Have you ever given it more than 5 minutes thought? Most of us spend more time planning a 2-week vacation or a 1-week vacation or a weekend camping trip than we actually do with our futures. This is a time to get extremely serious about where you want to go, to pull out a piece of paper and write down some things, to give yourself time to process what you want to step into. It could be a dream from forever ago. Maybe, you went all the way through university, you had one more year left and life blew up on you and you couldn't finish that last year. And now 20 years later, you're like, oh, if only I would have finished that last year. Well, what's stopping you from finishing it now? And starting that path that you started so many years ago. Maybe it's your health. Maybe it's your well-being. Maybe you haven't been kind to yourself. And now it's time to love yourself. Now it's time to take care of you. Now it's time to strengthen your mind, body, soul. Maybe it's relationships. Maybe we haven't been giving it all in our relationships. Or we've been giving way too much of ourselves and it's time to either have it come back or to re-examine the relationship itself. This could be work. This could be career. Your best life ever in career. Your best life ever in health and well-being. Your best life ever in. Okay? And take a few minutes and picture it. What does it look like? What are you wearing? What are you doing? Who are the people around you? Are they shaking your hand? Are they patting you on the back saying, I knew you could do it? And look at some of the characteristics of who you are. Look at yourself and say, am I procrastinating in that picture? I don't think I procrastinate in that picture. So that's something I can do today. I can stop procrastinating. I can give myself a timeline for every single decision I have to make going forward. So I know I have to make this decision in 1 hour. I've got an hour. I can do anything I want in the hour, but at the end of that hour, I'm making the decision. But truthfully, it's best to actually think about it. Work it through. See it short term. See it long term. See what works for you in your life. But this is the happily ever after. So I ask you, what do you want? Obviously, it's our second card. We make this decision. We make this decision in some way, and it moves us towards that best life ever. Three of Cups is next. First of all, good news can come to you under this energy. Okay, and this is a time to get together with people and socialize and celebrate. Celebrate your accomplishments. Celebrate that good news that came in. Celebrate each other. Celebrate the moment. Four of Cups all starts with gratitude, doesn't it? So here we sit. We're kind of, a little saddened. We want something to come into our life. It's actually right back there waiting for you. Many times in many decks, it's the hand of God holding it back or holding it out behind you, wanting to give it to you. But here we have three beautiful cups filled, overflowing with beauty, and we don't even see that. So it's time to take stock of the here and now. It's time to look around you and say, I've got this to work with, this to work with, this to work with. Go inside, see your potential. I can do this, I can do that. Start seeing how amazing you are. But start seeing the things that you already have around you that support you, that make your life a little easier, okay? Is the fridge running? Does the stove work when you turn on the burners? Do you have a roof over your head? Do you have like we complain so much, right? I gotta fill up the tank again. I can't believe I use so much gas. Well, that means you're going places, you're doing things, and that you have the money to actually go and fill up that gas tank. Or you're done supper and it's like, oh, everybody left me with the dishes again. You have dirty dishes, which means you had a table with people there that you love. And you got to talk to them. You got to communicate. Your hearts got to connect. I remember a story, and I can't remember. I'm sorry about the details. I think it was in Chicken Soup for the Soul or something, one of them. But anyways, there was a woman who was blind, and she was blind from a very early age. And they had an operation so that she could see. And they asked her, what do you want to see? What do you want to see? And she said, I want to see a rainbow. I want to see a rainbow. And so the operation worked. It was successful. And she says she was doing a couple of days later or something. She was just doing some dishes or something. And by the kitchen window there. And she's doing the dishes. And all these bubbles kind of flew up. And she looked at the bubbles. And every single one of the bubbles had a rainbow in it. Like, what a gift. And how often do you see a rainbow? Go, oh, look, a rainbow. Okay, so what were you saying? Take time to be present in the moment and see all the beauty that is around you. See all the tools you have. See all the abilities you have to move yourself forward in a positive way. Okay, because when we start being grateful for the things that we already have in life, more things come into our life. And, it's free to try. Okay, prove me wrong. Okay, do a gratitude journal give it 2 weeks. You tell me how your life is at the end of that 2 weeks, okay? Totally free to try. It's going to cost you a couple pieces of paper and a little bit of ink. Okay? Prove me wrong on that. Okay? There is so much scientific evidence out there about gratitude and incorporating gratitude into our lives to grow a happy life, a fulfilling life. So, okay, final card is, look at that, the High Priestess comes out. Now, if we did take the 11 down and move it down to a single digit, 1 plus 1 is a 2. Okay, here's our High Priestess. Now, our High Priestess asks us to sit in quiet contemplation and look within and see the magic that is within us, our talents, our abilities, our potential, the unique self. Yes, there's magic around us. Absolutely. When the High Priestess shows up, there is magic to utilize in our life. But the most important thing is about understanding. Hang on, I just need a little sip of tea here. I've graduated to mugs. I'm still not well. But on the path to healing, I'm better and better every day. So there's magic to utilize around us, but there is magic within you. And it's going in search of that magic that lays within, and then bringing it out and utilizing it. And there isn't better energy on which to do that than this new moon. Okay, let's go to an oracle card. I like this deck for several reasons. Usually it hones in on something that I've already been talking about. But I love the artistry on these cards. It's pictures within pictures within pictures. And if you want to know what any of the decks are that I use, I leave it down below, okay? So if you want to get to my website to read the blog, it's all down in the description box. So I do put a lot of information in there. Okay, what do we have here? Contemplation, 29. So 2 plus 9 is the 11. Yeah, you got it. Okay, I'm going to get the book open here and see what they want us to tap into. And contemplation. Okay, and just see what calls out to you. Okay, as you look at these pictures, the more things pop out to you, things that you didn't see the first time around. Okay, contemplation. Enjoy your own company. This is a wonderful time for you to reorganize and consider the many things you enjoy most in your life. Make a point of spending a little time allowing your mind to wander away from the everyday concerns that occupy your time. Give yourself an opportunity to be inspired. Ruminate on your inner voice and listen to your own counsel. Listen to your own counsel. So often we have an idea and a thought and we immediately, throw it by a friend or something. Instead of just sitting there with the thought ourselves and expanding it in our own mind first. The snow leopard, self-reliance. Okay. You are strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. The snow leopard. The snow leopard is wise. Okay, Journey of Love card, because it is a new moon. Another amazingly beautiful. This deck usually ties the whole reading together for me. For us, I should say. It's not for me, it's for you. That's why I'm here. And if you like what I do, if you appreciate my being here, please hit the subscribe button, ring the bell. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Okay, let's get some conversation going within these comments. I love what you guys share with me. I read every post. I really do. I read every comment. Sometimes I don't acknowledge it because between the phone and the computer, it does it differently. So it depends on where I'm sitting and what phone I have in my hand. She is the moon. The 21 energy. And 21 energy is about completions. It's about endings. It's about tying up those loose ends so that we can go forward with a sense of freedom, with a sense of liberation, with a lightness in our step. And 2 plus 1 is a 3. It's about our voice. It's about transformation in our life. Okay, 21. Even the cards have been fantastic. Okay, I read the poem first. I wouldn't even attempt to go it alone and just tell you what I think this card says because they do it so much better. Okay, here we go. She is the moon. Waiting. These moments are precious, like jewels on the crown of life. They beckon my heart, forming memories that sparkle with joy. And like the longing of a sweet caress, they draw me near, melting into one, showing what is possible on the journey of life, waiting for the seasons change. The light of the moon ebbs and flows. The wisdom of patience is not about waiting around for something to happen, rather than getting up and getting it done. The wisdom of patience is that the gardener who consults the lunar calendar, the right timing promoting growth, planting when there is fertile soil, and allowing the soil to rest and replenish when it needs to. You are being asked to check in with your timing. Is now the time for action or rest? It can change quickly, just like the phases of the moon. If you're unsure, that's okay too. Perhaps you are waiting for more light to reveal the way as the moon grows full. All things come in time, which is exactly what happens when we're in the waxing moon, right? We get a little bit more light. It's going to be nice and dark, right? Because the sun and the moon are together. But as the sun and moon separate, okay, we get a little bit more of the night light each and every evening. So where was I with that? Your message comes through this oracle. Your manifestation is unfolding in perfect timing. If you feel something isn't happening fast enough or is happening too quickly, you are unsure if you are really ready, be assured all is well. If something is not clear to you and you would like to, If something is not clear to you and you would like it to be more so, the clarity you seek will come to you. Do not worry. Do not try to force insight. Just be with what is happening now and trust. You are moving and growing. All is well. Soon you will see that for yourself, just as the moon grows full and revealing, even in the midst of the deepest night. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.